Yes, Celtics Nation, back. We're live. We're live. Back again for another Bleed Green podcast. As you can tell by my voice, I'm disappointed. I am pretty much upset. I'm sure Justin is as well. I'm sure all Celtics fans are upset. Some of us aren't worried. Some of us are worried. Depends, how you're feeling. But listen, guys, please smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Turn your post notification bell so you don't miss an upload, you don't miss a live, you don't miss all the content that's coming your way. I've uploaded certain videos and such and such here and there, so please go check it out. We're 15 subs away from 600. We can't get any closer than this, guys. You already know what to do. Hit that like button, share, subscribe if you are new around here. I've got Justin with me. We're gonna discuss the shit show that we just watched today. Because it was a shit show, let's just be honest with you. It was an absolute disgusting performance by the Celtics. It really was a disgusting display. I can't say anything else. I really can't say anything else. It was an absolutely terrible display to watch. And from everything that we saw today, is it the Celtics game 2 syndrome? Or is it the Celtics just, I don't know, you name it. But Justin, talk to me, bro. What's going on your side, man? I mean, I'm sure you're as disappointed as me. I don't know if you're worried. I don't know if you're, I don't know if you're concerned. What's your overall feeling, bro? Talk to me about this game, man. I wanna ask you because obviously we spoke
Nope,
so much about
nope,
this game.
nope, not worried, not concerned.
But how are you doing? How are you doing? Other than the Celtics, how are you?
Hmm, good.
Talk to me about the game, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to Justin's channel as well. I'll
I'm
put the
not,
link.
I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned.
You're not concerned.
Nope.
All right.
I'm not even pissed off.
Talk to me about the game, though. What did you make of the game, man? Because I've got lots to say about it. But I want you to
You,
go first.
you
No,
do
no, no,
know
no.
what the giveaway was today, right?
What?
The rally towels.
Oh my god, bro! Why do we do these fucking rally towels in game 2, man? This is exactly why we. Every time we do rally towels, we don't fucking win, right? I swear. I just hope this is a repeat of 22, 23, 24 because the year we won the championship, we lost game 2 in pretty much the first 2 series. I hope this is the game 2 syndrome, and I hope it's just a bad performance of the Celtics. I just hope it was just a wake up call. That okay, we can't underestimate the Sixers. We cannot just drop a level because they're not playing well or they didn't play well first game. They stepped it up today. We need to step it up in game 3. You know. But continue, bro. Continue.
I'm good. I'll leave the floor to you.
No. Please, floor is yours, man. Floor is yours, my guy.
I don't got much to say except I'm not worried. I'm not concerned, and I'm not pissed off.
What did you take away from the game? Because obviously, talking about the game, what did you think of it? Like, how did you see what did you think of the overall performance? What did you think of the game itself? What did you think of the team, the results, the rotation? Tell me about it, bro. I mean, I want to know from your perspective. What did you make of this game?
Philadelphia just wanted it more.
What did you make of the performance? Obviously, you said Philadelphia wanted more, but what did you take away from this game?
We did everything we could, but Philadelphia wanted it more. That's all I could say. I want you to go on now.
No. I want to hear. I want to hear what you have to say. because I want to add on to your point and I want to give my own points as well. But I want to hear from you, bro, first, because like I said, it wasn't a great performance overall. It just wasn't a good. It just wasn't a good game by us. It just wasn't a good overall, performance. But what did you like? I said, okay, you talk about the Sixers wanting it more, right? The Sixers wanting the game more than us. Okay, in which aspect of the game did the Celtics, you know, struggle from today, and what went wrong? What do you think went wrong aside from the Sixers wanting it more? What what was your takeaway from this game? Like, what did you see that okay that this is a concern that why we
What
lost
was
the
the
game?
problem? What was the problem? Game one.
Don't really remember the problems in game one. We demolished them in game one.
It was the bench.
So you're saying the bench points wasn't good enough from the.
I think I wasn't paying attention much to it.
I mean, from what you said, I mean the bench points today was also a bit of concern. I have another concern, and people might not like what I'm about to say. I think Nikola Vucevic trade was a bust. I think it really is because when we're losing games, he doesn't help. There's no he doesn't play defense. He only offers scoring, and he doesn't score in consecutive buckets. When he scores, he doesn't score in consecutive buckets. He goes missing for a bit, and then he comes back and he pops up with a bucket. You know, Vucevic isn't playing defense. You know, you mentioned foul trouble in game one. Actually, I remember foul trouble in game one. Our centers need to be better with the fouls. They were better today, but what happened? Luka Garza played in game one, didn't he? He played quite a bit in game one. So, didn't even see him today. I didn't see Jordan Walsh today. Jordan Walsh, he caused Tyrese Maxey to go 1 for 9 from the field when he was defending him. My biggest concern is, and I'm not pinning this on Joe because Joe's got us to where we are. Credit to Joe Mazzulla. He's the reason why we're here right now. All right. But why is Jordan Walsh not playing? And I just don't understand why Pritchard and why Sam Hauser is being left in the game for so long. Sam Hauser does not offer a single ounce of defense when he's on the court. He doesn't offer an ounce of defense. He doesn't offer, you know, he doesn't offer anything else but scoring. He's just a bucket. He just shoots. What else does he do? You know, Sam Hauser is useless when he stays late in the game like this. And when he's not scoring, what else is he good at? You know, what else is Sam Hauser really good at? So, I think Jordan Walsh should have played the fourth quarter. I don't think Sam Hauser should have even played the fourth quarter, if I'm being honest. When you saw Jordan Walsh come on the court, you saw a bit of a difference that he made. You saw the difference maker that he was. He came on. We almost pulled a comeback. We were 2 points down. He played some defense. He got some rebounds. He was playing tough. We cut it to 2. Jason Tatum makes a. I'll be honest with you, it wasn't a good shot. It wasn't a good shot. We could have tied the game, and that's momentum shift. The momentum shift is like straight with the Celtics. We tied the game. That's it. We go on a run and we go win the game. It was a game. It was a game of swings. It was a momentum swing today, type of game today, right? And then we missed that bucket. The Sixers go and score a 3, and then they score another 3, and then they go up by 8, and then they go up by 13, and that's the game wrapped up. That's the game done. That's the game over. Jaylen Brown was only shining light today. Everybody else was just poor. Jason Tatum had a decent, somewhat game. Everyone else around Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown today was absolutely poor. There was no support whatsoever. Pritchard had a poor game. He didn't score enough points today for my liking. He didn't have a good game at all. Turned the ball over a few times in the first half. Second half, we just kept turning the ball over again and again and again. And then what did that lead to? The Sixers scoring a few buckets. VJ Edgecombe went off today. That was the problem for the Sixers. In game one, he didn't go off. The problem for the Sixers in game one was VJ Edgecombe. He didn't have a good game in game one. Today, he had a good game. He played well today. He scored 30 points. A rookie scoring 30 points against us in the playoffs was uncalled for, right? And then you go look at Tyrese Maxey, Paul George. These guys went off today. I don't get the defense on Tyrese Maxey. Who is guarding him? And then when Vucevic is in the paint, he does absolutely nothing. Can't make a block. Can't grab a rebound. I'm just gonna question what the game plan was to go for Vucevic. There were players like Claxton out there. There were players like Zubac out there who we should have gone for, who could have made such a huge impact in today's game when we were tied, or it could have helped us tie the game with some rebounds and some blocks. You know, it's a shame that Kessler was injured, because I think if Kessler was fit, we'd have traded for Kessler instead. Which hopefully we do in the off season, because I'm done with Vucevic already. Vucevic should not be a Celtic next season. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says. He cannot play for us next season. He's not good enough. He's been poor. He's not offered anything. We were supposed to trade for a center to start, not to come off the bench. Nikola Vucevic is a center that should be starting, not coming off the bench. And he's coming off the bench. So where was the game plan? You know, where was the fight? Where was the fight? It just, everybody around Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown really stunk it out today. And it really, really gave me a bit of a concern. Like, if anybody outside Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown doesn't play well, we lose. Because it wasn't like when we had Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis, they could score 30 points. They could score like 20-plus points on every given night. Whereas if Jason Tatum was struggling, we had Drew Holiday to help him cover his points. We had Derek White knocking down consistent three-pointers, you know? Where we had Pritchard had a poor game today. I'm going to leave him out there, right? We had, Kristaps Porzingis scoring 30 points on one given night against the Knicks, for example, in Madison Square Garden. We don't have that anymore. It's Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and sometimes Pritchard comes off the bench and scores a big point, or we bust. Last game, it was Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown scoring equal amount of points, and the bench and the whole team contributing to everything. Kata playing well as well. Today, it was just a series of a poor defensive display. I think in total we just struggled to defend Tyrese Maxey. We just struggled to defend the three. The pick and rolls were the issue today. The pick and rolls were the issue against the Knicks. And when Vucevic is on the court, we struggle to defend pick and rolls. So I'm asking, and this is where my question lies, yeah. If Joe Mazzulla is not going to give Jordan Walsh minutes, if there's anybody else in that team that's going to come off the bench and try something, who is it? Shireman barely got enough minutes today. Shireman, when he came on, he scored a floater. Like, right away, you could see the impact as Shireman comes on. He offers a bit of energy, you know. And you and I have bashed him this season for, I don't know for what reason. I'm not going to bash him no more, because I think he's been one of our most improved players in recent weeks. Let's just be real. He's one of our most improved players in recent weeks, Baylor Shireman. So I'm going to leave him out this one. All right, he should be getting more minutes. All right, Jordan Wall should be playing more minutes. Luka Garza, I think should play in Game 3. He should play a lot more in Game 3. We need more rebounding. We need more aggressive rebounding. You saw when Garza came on the court, there was a lot of aggressive rebounding. When the Sixers missed, we went straight up the court, fast transition. You know, we were fast in transition. We were fast in, fast break points. I don't know. We got a lot of fast break points as well. I don't know. You know what I mean? You name it. But this is my biggest problem, Justin. It's our lack of rotation and our lack of bench points. You know. And then when your star player off your bench, when the star man off the bench, Pritchard, is struggling to score, you're in trouble. Pritchard is the only guy that can come off the bench and score 30 points. We need him to go off in Game 3. I need Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown to continue doing what they're doing. They're playing fine, all right? Yes, they missed a few easy layups, and yes, they bricked a few three-pointers, but Jaylen Brown was consistent in the fourth quarter. So, like I said, continue doing what they're doing. It's Derek White that needs to step up. It's Peyton Pritchard that needs to step up in Game 3. It's Jordan Walsh that needs to come in and play more games. It's the bench points. Sam Hauser needs to step up in Game 3. You know what I'm trying to say? We need a lot more than what we're getting right now. In today, in this game especially. You know what I mean? We didn't play well in today's game. But I'm not gonna say we're gonna be bad in Game 3 and Game 4. I hope not. And when we come back to Boston, I hope we're up. When we come back to Boston for Game 5, I hope the Celtics are up and ready to close out the series. Because I don't want us to come back to Boston being down. You know what I mean, Justin? Obviously, you and I spoke about this before. I hope we go up 2-1. Either we come back to Boston tied, or we're up 3-1, so we can close out the series. As well as we make sure that we don't take this to Game 7, or this series does not go Philadelphia's way. I hope to fucking God, bro. I hope to God. Like, we don't have another display like this anymore. Because this was like a Celtics game 2 syndrome. Like, do you remember 22-23, Justin? Sorry, 23-24. We dropped how many Game 2s in a row? We dropped 2 Game 2s in a row. Do you remember that? We dropped the one against the Heat and the Cavs, and we bounced back straight away the next game. I'm really hoping it's the exact same thing. You know? I'm really hoping somebody can step up outside of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. These guys need help. These guys need more around them. You know what I mean? These guys need the supporting cast. Because it can't just be Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown carrying the Celtics on every given night. It needs to be more than what we have right now. It needs to be more than what we're getting. It's not bad, but at the same time, yes, I'm not too concerned about Game 3 and Game 4 right now. I hope we win. And I think we will win. What needs to happen in Game 3, Justin? And what's your biggest positives and negatives from today's game and takeaway from today's game? And what do you think is going to happen in Game 3? How can we improve in Game 3?
Not play Vucevic.
What's your biggest positives from today? What's a positive from today's game that you take and be like, okay, we can look on that and use that in Game 3 and hopefully it helps us.
Tatum and Brown.
Tatum and Brown is the only. So you're saying the exact same thing as me. Tatum and Brown's only one that's dropping the big numbers here. What do you see happening in Game 3?
I honestly don't know because that we don't play till Friday, so I can't tell you.
Do you think there'll be a momentum shifter for either team? Do you think the Celtics will win? Do you think who do you think will win the game? Excuse him, people. He's not feeling too well today. Just he's feeling too well today. Okay, I'll ask you this last question, and I'm sure you have a lot to say on this one. What were your negatives from today's game? I think that's the easiest question to answer of the whole thing, because it was a negative. It's a negative result. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's Vucevic.
What do you think needs to do? What do you think needs to be better? Except for, okay, leave Vucevic out of this. Let's look outside of Vucevic. Outside of him, what needs to improve?
I think the 3-pointers.
You think the 3-pointers needs to improve? Because we lived and died by the 3 today, bro. And we died by the 3. That's what happened. We lived and died by the 3, and we died by the 3. It was a poor performance by everybody. We just kept chucking up 3-pointers, and we just kept missing them. We kept breaking them. We shot stupid 3-pointers when we didn't need to. When the lead was cut to 2, we could have tied. We could have gone to the basket, tied the game, missed a few easy layups. You know, the Sixers played good defense today. But it's a case of we should have done better on defense as well. You know. So okay, maybe this needs to improve. Okay. Okay, I'll ask you this last question. I think we'll wrap up because I don't really want to. I don't want to get you for too long because obviously you're not really feeling too well. Can we win Game 3? And if so, why? How? What needs to? What with Game 3? I think we will win Game 3, and I back us to win Game 3. But there's a lot of improvements that need to be made before Game 3.
Oh, you're gonna hate my answer.
It's fine. You think we lose Game 3?
Oh, yes. But that's an NBA fan of me.
What's a Celtics fan in you saying? It's an NBA fan. What's a Celtics fan in you saying? The NBA fan is in your head. What's in your heart?
That we only win by 3 points.
Okay. So we win by 3 points then. I'll ask you this last question before we wrap up. Do you think Sam Hauser should be starting games for the Celtics going forward?
Yes.
Why?
He's better than Vucevic.
Why not Jordan Walsh?
Jordan Walsh is not consistent.
Yeah, but he offers aggression and defense, and that's the one thing we need. That's what we're missing. When
he didn't show it today.
He did. When we were defending Tyrese Maxey, he was obviously in game 1. It was 1 for 9. Maxey was 1 for 9, wasn't he? And then when we forced Maxey into, tough shots, he missed them. Our rebounding was a lot better in game 1. I think VJ Edgecombe went off today, and we couldn't contain him. We couldn't contain the pick and roll. We couldn't contain the drop coverage and everything. So, yeah, I think what went wrong was just us just being poor on defense and just not making our 3-pointers. If we can completely change that in game 3, except outscore Philly, I think we should be fine. But we need to be a lot better. And I think in the first quarter we went on like a 13-0 run, right? We went on like a 13-0 run. I forgot to mention this. In the first quarter, we went on like a 13-0 run, and the Sixers just came back straight away. They allowed us to use all our energy in that 13-0 run to the point where they said, "All right, we're gonna try and make a comeback now," and they did that. They did that very, very well. They used up their energy over our tired legs, especially when we outscored them by 13-0. They went up by 3, and we outscored them by 13-0, and then that's where the Celtics just struggled from then onwards. And then when the Sixers came back, they gained momentum when they took the lead. So that's why I said when it was a 2-point game in the fourth quarter, all we needed to do was just tie the game, try and tie the game, and the momentum swings to the Celtics, in my opinion. Because the crowd will be on their feet, and TD Garden crowd, you know how it's like. But today they got silenced, and we were all silenced by the Sixers today. We need to be a lot better in Game 3, and today was inexcusable. It was an inexcusable performance. I can't let that. I can't see that. I can't oversee that in Game 3. I don't want to see that happen again. You know what I mean? Hopefully it doesn't. If it does, we have to bounce back from it. And we have to bounce back in Game 3. We have to take the first game in Game 3. Get the momentum back to the Boston Celtics. Take the momentum back to the Celtics. Take it back to TD Garden when we go back for Game 5. We need momentum for Game 5. If we're up by Game 5, if we're leading the series by Game 5, close it out in Boston. If it's 2-2 coming back to Boston, then we have to take the lead at home before we go back to Philadelphia for Game 6. There's two scenarios here, and I hope the Celtics recover from all this. We have to recover. You know what I mean?
How can it be 2-2 going to Game 5? Wouldn't it be 2? Wouldn't it be?
We're going to Philadelphia for 2 games now.
Oh yeah, I forgot it's 1-1 right now.
1-1 right now. Yeah, so we're going back to Philadelphia for games 3 and 4. We have to win. We have to win one of them. Two. We have to win both. Win one or win 2 of them. Win one or win both. That's what I say. We can't come back to Boston being down. Otherwise, that's it. You know what I mean? So hopefully we can do that. Hopefully we can come back from that and perform a lot better. We cannot let Maxey and the Sixers gain momentum from this game. We have to improve from what we did last game. And like I said, I hope it's a 23-24 Celtics Game 2 syndrome all over again. That's transcended to 25-26 Celtics. But yeah, Justin, I wanted you to summarize this game, and then we'll wrap it up. Like, summarize it in your own words. And I know I sound like an English teacher here. Summarize it in your own words, and we'll wrap it up. Summarize the game. Just say what you think, and we'll close out. I'll ask you for your final thoughts.
Philadelphia wanted it more.
That's all.
That's all.
And no more towels for games. No more towels when we come back. No more towels, just t-shirts. I mean, but yeah. Cool. Anyways, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. I know it's been a tough morning for our Celtics fans, but listen, or tough even for our Celtics fans, but listen. We don't worry. Keep the faith. Hopefully, fingers crossed that Game 3 is ours. Hopefully, we take Game 3 back in Philadelphia. If not, then we'll take Game 4. But listen, we'll be back live for Game 4. After we're gonna review Game 4. Sorry, Game 3 and Game 4. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I'll see you guys after Game 3 for the Bleed Green podcast. For the NBA show, we'll see you guys tomorrow night, because we're going to recap Games 1 and 2 so far, how the series have been going. But yeah, I guess that's it from us today. I'll be back live tonight for the Premier League show, I think, people, so stay tuned to that. So make sure you guys check it out, hit the like button, share, subscribe if you're new, and make sure you guys turn your post notification bell on so you don't miss upload. Make sure you subscribe to Justin's channel, so people subscribe to his channel. Sorry,
I have a request for you.
Please.
Is there any way you can get somebody to take over my spot for games 1 and 2 for the NBA show? Because I might not feel all that well to do games 1 and 2, but I'll do the NBA show for games 3 and 4.
I think we could, but at the same time, I might just wait for tomorrow's games and go live straight after.
Okay, so that's 12 a.m. Eastern the next Thursday morning for me.
Yep.
We'll figure it out.
Okay, cool. We'll see you guys tomorrow then, I guess. 15 subs to 600, guys.
If not tomorrow, guys, we'll see you a day after, I guess.
Okay. Sub to Justin's channel. Links in the chat. Let's get 20 subs. 2 subs to 20. Make sure you guys subscribe here as well. Yeah. Like, share, subscribe. Go Celtics. Peace. We better win Game 3. I'll see you guys after Game 3 for that. But every other show, stay tuned for the scheduled shows coming up. See you guys. Get well. Take care, people. Go Celtics. Fuck the Sixers. Celtics in 5, hopefully.